What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine,
I'm Wilson Burt.
And I am still James.
and we are here for epic retro review on Spider-Man 3, 2007 Spider-Man 3. As promised, we are keeping to our theme, and we're doing bad superhero movies. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of them in the books right now. So check those reviews out. We got Batman and Robin. We got what else we got?
Superman 4?
Well, we kind of
We'll
talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Well, you know, we got some stuff on there. We got the Hulk, 2003 Hulk. So we got a few things up. So we are reviewing Spider-Man 3, 2007 Spider-Man 3. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, we back. All right, we are about to start this puppy on up. All right, so Spider-Man 3, 2007, third installment of the Sam Raimi series of Spider-Man movies. Do y'all recall when y'all first seen this? How was y'all feelings on this? Wilbert, how did you like? Did you like it or did you not like it?
I did not like it. I was very hurt. I was upset, but I knew what to expect because I did like Spider-Man 2. I loved the one, but I did not like Spider-Man 2.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I had some
I guess
similar
James
issues
did
with Spider-Man
like
2.
Spider-Man 2.
But James, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I was insulted. You know, like I think I got maybe 15 minutes in and it just went
You
straight
fell
down
asleep?
for me. I wish. Would have been an easier watch. But no, watching this movie was a major disappointment for me, especially considering how well made the first one was, and I actually enjoyed the second one a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes.
Well, your taste sucks.
I mean, I'm going to tell you like this. I did not like this movie either when I first saw it. And you know, and like Wilbert, the second movie kind of made me mad because it was too much about Peter Parker, not enough Spider-Man. And I didn't like that aesthetic where people say, oh, this is such a good Spider-Man movie. No, this was a movie. They could have, if you go back and take out the Spider-Man scenes in Spider-Man 2, they could have been called A Boy Named Peter. It could have just been all about his personal love life. And that's it.
It wouldn't have held no weight.
And I'm telling you, if you would have took those Spider-Man scenes out, that still would have held up as a romantic drama movie.
Yeah.
That's trash.
That's
And
right.
you would, and they could have just said he got a part-time job he go to, and they just cut the Spider-Man scenes out and say, I just got back from work.
But see, this is the thing, though, and this is what kind of keeps that one from being a complete, miss for me is the movie that they were making that happened to have Spider-Man scenes in it
Yeah.
would have been an okay rom-dram.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't have gone to see it, but I wouldn't have aggressively changed the channel if it was on.
You know, and I ain't got no problem with that
Yeah.
because they didn't have a bad movie. It's just, if I'm coming to see Spider-Man,
Right.
and
see
I'm
Spider-Man.
watching Peter Parker for an hour and 45 minutes, and I see Spider-Man for like
20.
15 minutes, if that. It ain't gotta be all action,
Right.
but the storyline gotta go towards his Spider-Man job or whatever.
And I'll agree with you on
Where
that.
the
and I would
storyline
have
go
agreed
towards his
with you,
personal life.
And I would have agreed with you back then. The reason this one is so much worse for me is because I was expecting them to move in the other direction after 2.
Okay, so when I watched this, I'm gonna give my thoughts real quick. When I watched this, they had three main storylines going on. And if they would have picked one, it actually would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Like if you follow either one of those storylines and they made a movie about just that, it would have been kind of good.
Yeah.
When I'm watching it, I'm like, the whole black suit thing is actually a good storyline.
Yep.
The whole Harry Osborn revenge thing is a good storyline.
That was the best part
The
about the
whole
movie.
Sandman thing would have been, I guess, a decent storyline. But you know what I'm saying? If they would have just left that, is that the movie? You know what I'm saying?
My biggest problem with this movie was it was so rushed. Like everything was just thrown at you so quick.
But
Meteor.
I wouldn't say
This,
right because they tried to
that,
put
like,
too much in one movie.
It's not so much that it's rushed, so much as it's
When you watch it, that's what I got after going back and watching. But what did you say?
What it is like I can understand feeling rushed watching the movie,
Right.
But the movie feels like they couldn't
It's
make up
too
their mind.
jam packed
Yeah.
because they need you. They push you in one direction, and then something else puts you in another direction. It's like 3 different directions.
Because the thing is, the movie is not hurting for good scenes as far as conceptually, not the finished product, but as far as like we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. Okay, those are all great ideas. Pick one. No, we're doing all of them.
Right.
It was.
You know the Venom shit was thrown in there. I really believe that he wanted to do Sandman, the studio wanted to do Venom, so they compromised and they put both of them in there.
Well, I heard it's supposed to be in part 4 at one point. So maybe they did just rush it.
What's
Maybe
I'm saying? Right, that's what I'm saying. It was planning for
the black suit.
Right, it was planning to put Venom is going to be the whole villain in part 2. Their whole they threw all that in 3 because they couldn't wait. They wanted to sell toys.
So like that whole relationship between like Sandman and Venom in this was supposed to be Sandman and Harry Osborn.
Right, yeah.
And then the flip was still going to come, but it was like it was going to be without cramming all that Venom stuff in there.
Yeah.
They just rushed the
So
shit
let's
out
get
that
to this movie. Let's get to the review. So first, soon the movie kicked off, it was cool, but I was like, okay, are we doing this? They had an opening credit montage of the other movies.
Yeah.
Now they've done it before, but this went on way longer than I remember.
Yeah.
They showed the whole movie down there scene by scene.
Yeah.
How many minutes was that?
I think it's let me see.
At least 6.
It's like
I think it's like I kind of shortened the clip, but I think it's like at least 5 minutes.
yeah, it's at least 5. Yeah.
But how much of that movie they showed kills me. How much of that movie they showed?
Like they could have just done previously on Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, it's okay to do it because it's actually kind of a cool little, it was a cool little effect the way.
It's like they want to do a Mission Impossible do, but they know how to do it. Because Mission Impossible give you the whole movie low key, and you go back and watch it.
Oh yeah, they are. That was from the show. That was like a thing from the show where they'll put clips. They'll put clips of the. They put clips of the show. They put clips of the show right before the show started, and they do that with the movie. That was a homage to the old show. But okay, so
Harry.
oh, let me see Harry. We know Harry's dead.
It's over.
Oh God, they go back to a flashback. At the end of the movie, why are we going back to a flashback?
It's
not. I screwed up. Well, hold on. I was in a bad place.
This is my daughter.
How can he still cry?
No, whatever.
I forgive you.
Bullshit.
No, you know what?
That music.
No,
made
no,
me
you
watch
know what?
Road to Prediction.
You know why he let him go?
Why?
He was gonna whoop his ass. That's simple.
Right, yeah.
He can't beat that dude. He ain't got no issue to fight him. I'd probably said the same thing. I forgive you. Just please. Just,
Go turn yourself back into
you
jail,
ain't got
please.
nothing left. And Sandman already showed you he worked your ass. You ain't got nothing. You ain't finna mess with him right now.
I
So
mean,
the best thing you could do is bluff him.
I would say at least bluff him. Don't like
That was a bluff.
Nah, that was a quiet surrender. That's what that
Dude
was.
asked for forgiveness, and I could be like, "No, hell no! You killed my uncle. I'm gonna take you in." Nah, man.
Nah,
we cool.
like
bro.
it would have been cliche, but like the thing to do with it. All right, man, fine. Go before I change my mind. Like that would have been the thing to say.
But then he could have been. You want to be tough? Hold up, we about to fight this,
bro, dude's already crying about his daughter. He ain't trying to fight no more.
You don't know that. He might call you a
He's
bluff.
still broke at the end of the day, so what the fuck? It's going to start all over again.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And I was like, look, after all the shit he did, he gonna let him go. Well, of course, because you don't want to fight him. But I'm thinking like, I'm gonna rob a bank tomorrow. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
My daughter still got cancer or whatever she got.
Wait, look. Hey, I appreciate your forgiveness. I'm gonna make sure they know you forgave me and let me go when I rob that bank tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be smarter to ease
see,
my way
that's
in.
that's one of the
ease
big-
my way out.
That's one of the big problems in the Spider-Mans because they all get so kind at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They never let the villain go at the end though.
You know what? Like
What
like
movie?
with Doctor Octopus. Like
Yeah, but
I
he's-
got it. I'll stop the machine. And
Yeah, but
Fuck
he
outta
also
here.
he also died.
Right, he died at the end. This dude is very much alive, very much at large, and very much committed crimes. And I forgive you. What's that got to do with you doing your job and locking him up?
That's true.
The one
Even
villain
William
they
Dafoe was trying
the
to
one
take him
villain
out.
who got to live to the end is the one who's going to go right back to doing what they've been doing.
Right, exactly. But I said he just didn't want to fight him. He didn't want none of that.
Right.
So
All right.
you know, that was actually the smart move.
I watched Spider-Man
So I
1.
give him more.
Spider-Man 1 was good. I want to watch 1 now.
Yeah. So anyway, that is the movie. We're gonna wrap up the review. That's the whole Spider-Man 3, man. And like I said, individually, those 3 stories all worked individually. When you throw them all together and make this movie, it was too convoluted of a Frankenstein of a movie. But I'm thinking if they would have just stayed with the Black Suit Spider-Man storyline and just did the Venom, that would have been good. That whole movie I would have loved. I probably would really enjoy it if they would have stayed with the
It would
just the
require some
Harry.
recasting for that one.
Well, yeah, it's just the whole thing. You know, if that was the whole plot. Where,
They had a solid Harry Osborn movie in there though.
right. And then
he the
the
best
Harry
cast.
Osborn with him trying to get revenge and him being that was a good movie in itself. And the Sandman plot, it was better. It was okay, but it was a movie though. You know what I'm saying? It would have made a movie by itself. All of it together, too much for one movie, which brought this to a whack for me.
Yeah, it's a whack. CGI is great. Well, it's definitely a whack. Harry was great. Still a whack.
I think you did really like Harry from
Yeah.
even from beginning.
Yeah. And 07.
I liked him too. He added to the story because Peter was so lame. But as I told y'all before, when he was
Right.
Black Suit Peter, I respect the dude because he took what he wanted and he didn't take no shit from the. It ain't like they didn't earn those ass whoopings. So it ain't like he just went out and did him to them
Right.
people. He just tired of taking shit from people. Your
Yeah.
rating, sir?
You know what? There was a great, Spider-Man versus Harry Osborn movie in here. I really would have enjoyed to see that in its entirety instead of it getting shoehorned into a Venom and Sandman movie. The Sandman bit was there. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
Right.
The Venom bit is where this movie really, really falls off for me. I think they mishandled pretty much every aspect of that in some kind of way. If you want to see a Black Suit Spider-Man story, watch any of the cartoons, read any of the comics. This ain't it. It's whack.
It's whack.
Yeah, it's when you try to put too many storylines in one movie because you can't be invested in
Right.
nothing because they move to the next thing.
There were enough good ideas and good intentions in this to keep it from being a straight up hot garbage.
Yeah,
It's just that nothing really lands.
yeah. But I really feel if they would have focused on just the Black Spider-Man, symbiote, Venom, and made that one movie, I believe it would have been pretty good. But they really messed their own self up with that.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Spider-Man 3 is done. It's in the books. We all gave it a whack. It did not go up, but it did get better for me. For us the way I felt from when I first saw it to now, because I ain't really watched it in years. Like all these movies, I watched like maybe once or twice
Yeah.
back when they first came out, and I'm done. I'm good on that.
I ain't watched it about 7-8 times.
Yeah, well,
Well,
me watching it now, I learned how to take what I do like from these movies and just throw the rest away.
like
And-
I now appreciate this as a comedy.
Catching some of the stuff that we
Yeah.
caught in there. But yeah, it wasn't a great movie, but it had some good things in there, and I think without studio interference, it probably would have been better. So that is our review for Spider-Man 3. Yeah, Spider-Man 3, 2007 Spider-Man 3. Check us out next week. We will be streaming live again with another bad superhero movie. We haven't decided yet, but rest assured it's going to be good
God
stuff.
awful.
It'll be a little shorter too. I apologize. We went on a little long. I did not know I was going on that long. I kind of got caught up in the movie. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video. If you like our videos, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon when you subscribe so you get alerts anytime we post or anytime we stream.
And don't forget to thumbs up all of our content. Go back and watch our other, retro reviews and our trailer reviews. We put those up pretty much a couple of them every week or so. And especially,
watching. Go ahead.
And especially, let us know what movies you think we need to go back and review that we may have missed. And that's all I got to say.
Right on. All right, we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.